Hey, I'm alive. Better late than never, right? A little bit all over the place tonight with timings and stuff. Just one of those things. At the moment, I'm not on my regular schedule, so it's kind of is what it is at the moment, I'm afraid. As of September the 7th, I will have a regular schedule. Hey, notifications work, that's good. That is good. Very good indeed. Yeah. A little bit weird timing tonight, unfortunately, so apologies for that. But we made it. Doing good, thank you very much. Yourself? You feeling better? Hope you're on the mend. Right, anyway, we are in Amsterdam and we're going down to Munich. So not a massively long flight. Way better, awesome. Good, good, good. Glad to hear it. Let's just quickly go through the route. So I've got 6,000 in the window, 220 in the window. Only because of our star out of Amsterdam on 18 left. So we've got a constraint of 220 knots and 6,000. And we'll head on out in this kind of pattern. We'll do a bit of a squiggle, for want of a better phrase. And we will make our way southeast down to Munich. Now, our star is really weird, and I'm not at all convinced that A, I've done it right, and B, this is anything like what it'd be in the real world. This just feels weird, but this is what it put in, so I don't know. I don't know any better to argue with it, so let me show you. So we come in here on Rockhill, do a left turn. I need to zoom out a bit more for you to see it. So we sort of come along almost parallel to the airport, then we wrap back around. There we go. Wrap ourselves around, back parallel with the airport more or less, go in the opposite direction, and we wrap ourselves in. So yeah, that to me just doesn't pass the sniff test, but equally I'm not sure I know any better than to argue with it. So we'll go with it. It'll work. It'll get us in. And yeah, we'll just live with that tonight, I think. Oh, T-Dog! You're streaming quite late. Yes, I am. Yeah, we're just saying. Bit of a strange schedule my end at the moment. I don't have the amount of time I would quite like for this at the moment, so I'm kind of working my way through streaming when I can. But starting September 7th, which will be Wednesday next week, will be the start of my normal schedule, which will be Monday morning. This is all UK time. Monday morning, Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, Thursday evening. So that'll be our schedule, and hopefully it'll be a bit easier for you all to know when I'm live as well. It's just better for everyone. It's better for me. It's better for you. At the moment, it's all a bit up and down, but you do what you got to do. Similero, how you doing? Good to see you. Right, I think everything's good. We've got 6,000 in the window, 220 in the window, altimeter set to local. I say we get down to Munich. Aircraft trying to move to the right ever so slightly. Possibly took off way too early then, but I spawned on the runway. Okay, let's rotate. Gear up. Go. Let's enable autopilot. Let's keep ourselves under 220. 214 will do the trick. look out the window. Hey, it's good to see you again too. Timing's all a bit weird at the moment, so I'm never quite sure who's going to show up based on me being all over the place. But yeah, pleased to see you all. My frames per second seem way better now, and that's because I've changed it back to DirectX 11. So that's just a word of warning to you all, really. If you're on DX12 and you're having frame issues, maybe consider not using it. This is where I get a crash to desktop, having said all that. No. Yeah, last stream when I was complaining, I was on DX12. How long's the flight? Not very long today. Literally a little bit more than an hour. Cool, so we're out of our SID, so that 6,000 restriction is gone. Transition altitude seems low at 6,000, but we'll go with it. Go with it. Standard indeed. Hey, Indy. The weather radar is working. This button never seems to do anything. It's inoperative, I guess. Okay, we're just passing 10,000, or we're about to. Hence the engines are speeding up. Right, can I remember this correctly this time? Off, 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 off. Strobe will leave on, beacon will leave on, nav. So what's the cruise? 37,000. Easy peasy. Better this side. Oh, I'm going to go with that side for now. Yeah, I'm not convinced at all by the star that the plane has chosen. Once again, I find myself in a very strange position where I started by looking at the charts. Hey, no worries, T-Dog. Yeah, glad you're here, regardless. You drop in and drop out as you wish. So flat, isn't it? Good place to ride a bike. Yeah, not convinced by the star that we're going into Munich with. I started out by looking at charts and things, and I was like, okay, that one looks cool. Get into the plane, it's not there. So I look at what the plane does have. Kind of picked one based on the direction we were coming in from, and that's what it gave us. I don't know. I'm just going to try and learn more about that area of aviation, I think. Just because I feel like I don't have enough knowledge to answer back to it. I just have to kind of accept what it gives me and be like, okay. Oh, Bean Sprouts is here. How's it going? All regulars are in tonight, that's awesome. Hey, look, Foot can write more than one word in chat. Ah, good news. Yeah, that was a great idea with the 737. That is a good idea. I think I just need my knowledge to be at a certain level before I do that. Have a good flight leaving for work. I work at an airport. I'll make this flight in your honour. Appreciate it. Thanks. And thanks for stopping by. And have a great day. What is our cruising altitude? 37,000 today. Flight level 370. How do you check how much fuel you have? Well, in this plane, what I do is go to my tablet over here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. In here. In fuel. That's how much I put in. 5574, and that was based on what SimBrief told us. Based on the route. And this is what we got left. If you don't have the tablet, how do you check? Honest answer is I'm not sure. I'm guessing somewhere in here. It'd be EHAM, is that this bit? That'd be these figures here. There we go. Did not know that. Every day's a school day, huh? That's weird, my auto throttle went again. Why did it do that? I didn't touch a thing, I just heard it go. Second time it's done that. It done that on the way into... that's what it is. I've got it mapped on my joystick still. Right, I've got to be really careful of that. I'll fix that for next stream. Where am I going? This side. Something people do wrong with the APU. Not sure I follow what you mean. Switch on the start APU button before the flappers open. Bleed should be on after APU is available. Oh, you mean this is something other people are doing wrong that you're seeing? So I thought you were trying to tell me something was wrong with our APU now. You had me worried there for a second. Yeah, you got to wait for the available light. It took me ages to figure that out. Just sat there like, what on earth? Like, why isn't it? You know, what's going on? Same with the nav, isn't it? Like, the further you are from the equator, the longer it takes for it to calibrate and come online. I was Googling for stuff like the first time I tried doing that. What's going wrong? What's the matter with it? Right. Let's look at the plan and plan some form of a descent, shall we? So we're at 37,000. When do we have to start coming down? Landu. We need to be at 13,000 by Landu. $5,000. Then we're straight in. So we do 5,000 by Mick, which I think is short for Mike. Oh. Which one's it going to be? Well, it's going to have to be that top one, isn't it? Because we're not 4,300 miles away. $251 miles, it thinks. Small screen is actually useful in what? This one? Oh, that one. I didn't know that. It's interesting. So in the progress page, is this track miles that it gives us? Because it's 241 and the entire distance is 330, so surely we're not going to do 90 miles. Hey, Lavinia. I'm not entirely sure I trust that, if I'm being brutally honest. I'm wondering if that's what caused us trouble at Bristol now. Right, let's add it up. 32. 65. 21. Add 17. Add 5. Add 12. Add another 5. I'm so sorry if this is boring. Add 10. Add another 10. Add 5. Add 43. Add 27. I make that 264. And this gives us 229. Weird. How am I? Confused. Very well, but confused. Well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way today. Our top of descent will do 37,000 feet, which is our cruise, times the 37 by 3, gives us 111, plus 10, gives us 120 miles, which should be plenty. So in a little under 200 miles, we'll start. Or we can use this tool. 37,000 feet, and we want to go down to 5,000 feet at 2,000 feet per minute. Oh, what do you know? 121 miles. Same as my maths. Right. Let's have some views. Auto throttle's gone off again. I should be keeping an eye on that. Yeah, I don't think I even touched the key that time. I don't know if it was me clicking around. That is weird. I don't like it. Let's do a poll. Let's have some fun. There we go, let's see how this one shakes out. By the way, if anyone is watching who hasn't subbed, I am so close to 800 subs. I think it was 793 when I started streaming. Not to be that guy on YouTube that begs for subs and likes, but Now would be a really good time, just saying. Haven't been able to find good flights in the past week. In what sense? Flights for you to do? What's your workflow for finding a flight to do? If you're going to do a flight, how do you go about it? I'm curious. Intelli Tom's back. How's it going? How do you know when it's enough fuel? So I use SimBrief to plan the route, and it tells me. And it's as simple as that. Look at the block fuel that it tells you, and you can't go too far wrong. It gives you way more than you need, obviously, for alternative airports, and just in general, there's always a buffer there. Yeah, it is. It is confusing. There's still so much of this I find confusing, but also that's kind of part of why I love it, I think. it's that learning journey, I think, that is a large part of the appeal. Like I say, this channel's never been, the point of it's never been for me to come on here and like lecture you. This is how you fly an Airbus, this is how you fly a Boeing, this is the proper way it's done in the real world. I'm still on that journey myself. Have I ever been outside my country? Yeah. On many occasions. I think probably the country I've been to most is Italy. And I don't really know why. I never really set out with a goal to be like, I must travel to Italy loads. It's just always kind of happened. Hey, I'm not complaining. Is it possible to play this without a joystick? I tell you what, if you can, I would be very impressed. I did try it. I have an Xbox controller that I kind of have kicking around, and I connected it up, and it was like, oh my goodness. And we can use a yoke, but I think what appeals to me about flying the Airbus is you can fly it with a joystick, and it's mostly realistic because, you know, that right there is what the pilot would use. So that's a joystick, and you can pick up a replica of it for $50 or $60, pounds, euros, whatever, depending on where you are. It'll vary a little bit, and it goes on sale. But that's what I'm using. Oh, okay, fair enough. No, would be my short answer. Technically, yes, but very difficult. Oh, we're going to get there before the sun goes down. What are we doing? 208 miles to run. What is this? We need to be below 13,000 by then. That'll be okay. We'll be fine. So thinking about 70 or 80 miles, we'll start our descent into Munich. Can't wait till we get VNAV on this plane. It'll make my life so much easier. Right, let's put in our approach information. Okay, QNH 1018. Temperature on the ground is 17. What's the wind? Hardly any. Good. Good. 40 degrees and 3 knots. Now then, I never know what to put in the barrow field. Which is a bit of a problem. Hey, no worries, Tom. You have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Put the landing on its video. Okay, I better make it good. See you later. Take it easy. Look after yourself. So apparently what you put in barrow is on the charts, but the charts I'm looking at, I cannot see it. Finland, lovely. Never been to Finland. Desperately looking at these charts, trying to make sense of them. Where I was expecting to get what to put in the barrow field, it just says refer to minimums. It's like, okay. Where is that? So confusing. Caitlin says I'm flying now to JFK. Departed from MUC. Where's MUC? Why do I recognise that and I can't place it? MUC. I'm googling this right now. MUC airport. Oh! Literally where I'm going. Munich. Of course it is. Duh. It's been a long day. Where does it say how much fuel you have? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Down here. Oop. Wrong button. So, press the fuel information there and it will display here. So FOB, which I guess stands for fuel on board, 3,740 kilograms. If I come over here, I can see it 3,738 kilograms now, which is 2 kilos. And that is the number that I put in at the start, because that's what SimBrief told me to do. Zoom in. How much should you need normally? Honestly, it depends on where you're going. Depends how far your flight is, depends on where your alternate airport is as well, because it might be the alternate airport is miles away. Absolutely, depends on the flight route. That's why SimBrief is so valuable, really. If you're in the A320neo, or rather if you're not in the A320neo, if you're in the stock aircraft from Microsoft, you can just check unlimited fuel in the settings if you're worried. So if it's just standard A320, no mods, no fly-by-wire A320neo, you can get away with it. Oh, what's happening with the pole? All that decisive, is it? Not really. A380 is winning though. SimBrief, yeah. SimBrief is a website. You will need an account, simbrief.com. You'll need an Navigraph account, but it's free. Then you can type in where you're going, where you're departing from, how many people you got on board, and it gives you a proper flight plan that aims to be rather realistic. And in that flight plan, more or less on the first page, even though it's not paginated, it's just scrolls forever, but what would be the first page if it was A4? You'll see block fuel, and in my case it was 5574. That's how much fuel you need. Oh, Smokey, glad you've asked. I love it when people ask this. It is my own custom one. Spent far too long making it. I still don't consider it finished. Right, anyway, it's time to descend. I'm not sure I made it right, if I'm being perfectly honest. I did a lot of things wrong, I think, but for better or worse, it's done now. I really like Lufthansa's new livery. I do really like that a lot. So simple but elegant. I really like it. It costs money. Does what cost money for? SimBrief does not cost money. No, Navigraph I think is more like they want to sell you the charts, so you can get all the charts and things like that. I think that's like £8 a month or whatever it is in your region. SimBrief itself is free. It is literally as you typed it for SimBrief, one word, .com. Am I going to arrive before sundown? Didn't quite anticipate this. It says £8. No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to pay. That's for the charts. SimBrief itself, you do need an account, and the account itself is free, but you don't need to sign up for anything in terms of paying. I am considering paying for those charts. Do I use GSX Pro? No. Thinking about it though. I think the crash to desktop stuff's sorted now, isn't it? Oh yeah, an A350 mod would be sweet. Really, really sweet. I'll send you the link for it. I'm not sure how it's going to help, but it sounds like you're already there. There you go. Yeah, their A380 is going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you think about all the work they've put into this, and then that can translate into an A380, that's going to be something special. Do I have a Discord? No, you know what, I don't. Someone asked me that the other day. And, yeah. No, I don't. I don't know why. Maybe I should. Put it on the to-do list. I don't know what to say for other than you shouldn't have to if you just want to use SimBrief. Well, this could be interesting. I wasn't anticipating a dark landing. What runway? 08 left. Oh, it's your home airport, is it? Nice. Oh, cheers, Smokey. You used to go on the weekends to watch the planes taking off. Amazing. Yeah, I don't really have a good airport near me. I'm sort of like probably 2 or 3 hours away from anything halfway decent in terms of plane spotting. Airplane game, how's it going? Welcome in. So, this is looking weird. That's slightly concerning. Let's work our way back. That does not make any sense. Okay. I'm just going to have to trust it, aren't I? A380 does indeed have auto trim. I don't know what's going on here. This has changed. That is weird. And somewhat worrying. That is not good. Why is it flying us out here like that? I think it has lost its way. That is not right. No, it does not look okay. You're quite right. Right. Yeah. Absolutely heading select. And I think as a result of this weirdness, I think it's also gotten it wrong in terms of our track miles to the airport, which means we're not going to have enough time to descend. Oh man, this is all going wrong. So I think I'm going to head out in this direction for a bit longer. So where does it think we are? No, I didn't miss top of descent according to what it was giving me, but I could have sworn when we ran through the flight plan in Amsterdam it all looked fine. We did say, didn't we, how it looked weird? Yeah, I mean, that... I don't think it looked broken in Amsterdam, which is most weird. So we're 30 miles to waypoint Mike, and that is obviously extending. We've got to be at 5,000. So can we drop 7,500 feet in that amount of time? What if I do direct to Mike? Why go? If I do that, will it do it? Yes, it will. Happy days. Right. Let's get some lights on, shall we? It's all good fun, right? Right, guys. Hey, Sibrief's working. I'm rather hoping we see the airport soon. Damn, that is smooth. Okay. So we're going to head up here. Ah, keep doing that. Stop it. So the runway is 08. So we'll do heading of 188. Just take us away from it. Let's get our approach phase going on, shall we? This will be well rescued if we can get this down. Did I see the AMD CPU announcement? Yeah. I'm not buying one though. They're too expensive. Okay. I'm going to sort of come around left in a bit of a box. 7600X is the same price. Yeah, it is. But also then consider what ours costs now in sort of real money. So where are we? Airport's right behind us. No, nowhere near enough. Considering you have to go to a whole new motherboard, buy DDR5 RAM. That's a big no-go for me, that one. Right. There's the airport. Now then, can we do... direct us in? Yes, it will. Good times. This is going to go down as the world's biggest rescue, if we can land this correctly. That is correct. Use lock 2. But that works. It does work. I'm not sure it's going to work entirely though, because it looks like it's going to just take us to the airport at completely the wrong angle. Feels like we're lower than 5,000, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, QNH is right. we're maintaining altitude. I guess I should intercept the glide slope still with the landing system on. So I can see it down here, but I can't see anything on this axis yet, but maybe we're just not far enough. Still a little way out. Going over there. Alright. Do auto brake medium. Armed. Got our lights on. Everything's coming up roses. I really don't like landing in the dark. That is the other element to all of this. You love it? Oh, I don't like it. I feel completely lost. So about 15 miles out. Yeah, same. You get smoother landings in the dark, no way. Well, this is possibly going to go down as one of the most unrealistic landings on record, but can't even see the pappies. Can see some red. Oh, fair play to you if you can do that. I'm not getting an ILS either. We really should be. I can't really see the pappies. Come on, ILS, where are you? Can't even see the buttons. Quiet. There we go. Right, we'll go down to 3,000. Am I the wrong side? Don't say that. I'm the wrong side of the runway, aren't I? Screw it, we're going down. $2,500. I'm confused now. Yeah, we're the wrong side of the airport, aren't we? Alright, I'm making an executive decision. We are landing on the runway that's in front of us. I've spoken to air traffic, it's all fine. Can't see the pappies, but that's neither here nor there. Oh man, this is going to be bad. Yeah, I think we're at the wrong side of the airport and also on the wrong runway. Oh, good. Well, in that case, let's go. Any sign of the pappies changing? That side is. Getting on. So I see a white light. I see one. Still one light. Well, this has been a rather interesting end to the stream. I'll say that much. I didn't expect my flight plan to break on me so dramatically. I don't know why. I'm gonna watch this back at the start because I ran through the flight plan and it looked absolutely perfect. Unrealistic, in my opinion. Right, how are we getting on? 2 reds, 2 whites. Let's go. Let's land this sucker. It's not to put too fine a point on it. I kind of need to go in a minute. There we go. This is where we get a crash to desktop any second, right? Bristol. We are never talking about Bristol again. Back in time. Yeah, we're on the wrong runway. We're probably coming at the runway from the wrong direction. But we've made a last minute executive decision to land because my flight plan broke. And I kind of got a little bit lost and it's dark and I'm scared and I want to go home. And that's what's happening. A touch low.
1,000.
Yes, we are. Bad pilot. Wrong runway, wrong direction, and now you're too low. There we go. I always find this is a part of the flight where you have to start poking your nose down a little bit more. We're off centre a little bit. See what I mean in the dark? I don't like it. I don't like it.
$300. $200.
Oh.
100.
26 left. It was the wrong runway.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Well, for better or worse, we're down. Bristol's going to turn into a meme, isn't it? Oh, I don't know why it did that. Why did it mess up so bad on our flight plan? No, do not make it into a meme. I'm not memeing myself. Oh dear. Well, get out of the way, van. That was a very what's going on here? I think it's like an AI road. See, now my landing doesn't look quite as ridiculous, does it? Yeah, Bristol was, that was an experience, right? Any vacancies, cabin crew? I need a co-pilot. After today's efforts, that much has become clear. One of these days we're going to have a flight that is just completely normal. Just like we'll take off, it'll be perfect. We'll follow the SID flawlessly. And it'll all be fine. Well, let's park up and look at this road that isn't real but is still there nevertheless. I think that's the AI having a moment there, don't you? Don't forget you. You'll always be my co-pilot, you know that. Oh, well that was a bit of a stressful end. Not the end I was anticipating. But we got down, albeit on the wrong runway, from the wrong direction. I'm definitely going to rewatch the start of the stream on the replay and see what on earth went wrong. Because I didn't change anything in flight, and it looked fine. Because I'm sure I had that screen where I sort of said, yeah, we're going to go around here and up and around, back and around into the runway, and it looked fine, like a continuous line, no brakes. Very weird. Very weird. Still, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? And with that in mind, it's probably about time I went after that terrible display. Hopefully you'll all come back after that. You'll not disown me forever. I wouldn't blame you if you did. Next stream. Not tomorrow. Possibly the next day. Possibly the next day. Yeah, I just want September the 7th to get here, which is when my schedule readjusts, and it'll be around this time on a Thursday. Or not this time, the time that I started today, so around 8:30, 9 UK time. So, oh, thanks, Kaden. Honestly, it was that was borderline embarrassing. That whole last end of the flight, that was definitely rescuing it for sure. But hey ho, it's all a learning experience. That's what I'm sticking with anyway. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to shoot, and I'll hopefully see you on Thursday, around about 8:30 UK time. In the meantime, you'll take the very best care of yourselves.